pepper next to the steak.
The only way to get in is I got to reverse up a little track and go into the spot. So it's going to be a little bit tricky.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5! Oh yeah!
Thanks to the support of our partners, 4x4 Extras Wangara, JB Caravans, TC Boxes, and Petters Suspension and Brakes. So this looks really nice, Kate. What do we got here?
It's a Spanish paella.
Spanish paella.
Yeah.
And what are the ingredients?
We've got seasoning, which I've already put in.
Yeah.
But peas, chorizo. I've actually put a little bit of onion in just for extra taste. Chicken, rice. I think that's it. Also as well, you meant to have cherry tomatoes, which we didn't have. Good old country towns, but I had some full-size tomatoes, so compromise.
Do the same job, yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Good.
It's good. I think we have a winner. Okay, weather's pretty still average today, but we've decided to have a look at the surrounds because we're actually checking out tomorrow. So where have you brought us this morning, Kate?
So the island behind us is apparently Golden Island, but where I want to go is around that corner because it looks like there's rocks that you can walk through, which look really cool, and there's like rock pools and stuff. So we're going to go check it out. Come with us. Yeah, this is pretty amaze. I don't think we can even get this in a photo, like how beautiful it is.
We definitely can't capture it.
It's stunning. And it's hidden. You can't see it from the car park, can you?
No, you got to come down and walk to the right, poke your head around the corner. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and the rocks, like, yeah, it's crazy.
It's like millions of years of weathering and all sorts of stuff. It's just...
And all the islands. I mean, there is a few waves, so you could literally just dip into the water, but like little kids and stuff probably wouldn't be safe to have a proper swim.
It's probably not a swimming area, no, because there are rocks and things, but oh my word, it's a nice place to sit on the beach and just take in the view.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Wow. The only thing that's disappointing here is graffiti on some of the rocks, so you can see people have etched their names into the stone here. It's a real shame. Now this is a sea eagle. What you got there, mate? Huge. We've just done a little loop around Tumby Bay campground. It is absolutely beautiful. If we'd known this, we probably would have done at least a night here. And look, they're not huge bays, they're definitely big enough to get a van in. Certainly the loop that we went through, there was 2 vans in. Look, we obviously can't stay everywhere, but I think if we'd ever come through this part of the world again, we're definitely going to book a night or 2 here. Okay, that was well worth the visit, wasn't it?
Oh, it was amazing. And I can't honestly get over the amount of emus we saw. Like, we lost count. I've never seen so many in my life. We've seen like the odd one, haven't we, on some trips, but we saw heaps. Like, they're just everywhere. And we saw the a kangaroo as well.
We did run across the road.
but
We might have to do
beautiful.
we'll do a counter on the screen or something, but it was a crazy amount of emus. So a little baby one as well, was very cute.
We saw a couple that we didn't get on camera
Yeah.
as well, didn't we? So
Yeah, and as I said before, the campground is beautiful. So I think if you're coming through Coffin Bay, consider that one on your list. And if you are staying at the campground as well, there's a 4-wheel drive track that goes onto the beach. So that would be a bit of fun if you had a bit of time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we are pushed for time and we need to be back at the van for a few commitments.
Yeah.
And it's getting towards the end of the day here. But if you do have time, definitely do that one. But they do say that you need to have low range, you know, all the recovery gear, etc. So it must be quite boggy, but that could be a fun one to do if you're camping down here.
yeah, unfortunately we just had wet weather yesterday, and that was when we were going to do all the sightseeing stuff. So we weren't restricted to time.
Yep.
But you can't plan for these things. So it is what it is. So we thought we'll do the national park instead today and do as much as we can. Well worth it, guys.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Kids burning some energy.
So this is apparently the Oyster Walk, and it runs behind Oyster HQ where we were the other day. We had some oysters and a glass of wine, which is that place right there. It's quite fancy pants, as they say, but the view that it looks out onto is, have
Beautiful.
a look.
And the weather's a bit better today.
Show them the view. Yes, much better.
Yeah, this is our view.
You see all the mountains in the background as well, and the sand dunes. It's just stunning.
Yeah.
And the islands over there, they look like islands, but you can actually camp on them, so it connects with the land on the other side.
Yeah, the Oyster Walk is really worth doing if you're in the area. It kind of wraps the foreshore here. Stunning views, big swarm of ducks that have come down. Oh, got a pelican, Max. He's just come in. Yeah, good day today. Doing some exploring in the national park. Good feed. And then we move sites tomorrow.
So what do you think the population is of Coffin Bay?
Oh.
Because we've been through all different sized towns.
Okay. It's not a huge town, so I'll say 3,000.
3,000. It's actually 664
What?
according to the 2021 census.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, but it does swell apparently to a couple of thousand during, like, you know, tourism peaks. Yeah, peak
That
season.
makes sense, yeah.
And we did notice actually walking along the waterfront that there's a lot of holiday homes with this beautiful view behind us, so it does make sense. So what do you think Coffin Bay is known for?
Oh, it'd have to be the oysters, surely.
Yeah. Just so you know, there's been oysters everywhere we go. Like every single place that we've walked past, food-wise, they've all offered oysters. We're like, it's got to be a theme, surely. The fishing as well, so fish. And also as well, apparently it's surrounded by sea and national parks, which makes sense because everywhere we tried to get vision, it was all conservation park where we can't use the drones. So that also makes sense as well. So it's been a bit of a challenge here.
Okay, and the other thing we're wondering is how it got its name.
Yeah, it's quite unusual.
Yeah, I was thinking like cemetery vibes, that kind of thing originally. But it's actually was named by a British naval explorer, Matthew Flinders, and it was in honour of his friend, Sir Isaac Coffin. So apparently he was a resident of the Naval Commissioner at Sheerness. Is that right? Where the HMS Investigator was fitted out. So
there you go.
that is the reason for the name. Okay, the moment has come to wash the car and the van. Didn't really want to wash it because it looks really cool, but every time I go to hook up the van, I'm getting covered in red dirt every time. It is absolutely filthy at the minute. we'll just do a quick one.
So, can we just repeat that story again, just for the people that are following?
Well,
so,
Kate's like, well, why don't you stop at the BP and grab some fuel? And at the same time, I'd love a hot coffee. So paid for the fuel, said, oh, can I have 2 strong lattes? And she said, do you want the small or the regular? I said, well, my wife won't want a really small one. Thinking in Perth, you know, small coffee's like pretty small. And look at the monstrosity that she's brought out. I mean, that
what
is...
the heck is this? I'd hate to see what the large looks like. Like, guys.
They did have a large.
This is like an extra large in Perth. Sorry.
They had a grande one, which was like literally, I don't know, a milk carton basically. So
I think he was too shocked to think that quick. Anyway, just made us laugh.
Wow, what a spot, eh?
Yeah, it looks pretty amazing. Holy moly.
So good. So we're going to cheat. We're going to leave the van hooked up because we're only here for one night. Just going to drive onto some ramps just to get the back up. But this is going to be our afternoon. We're going to make some lunch, take in the scenery.
Do you remember what this place was called?
Was it Tumby Bay South
Camp.
South Camp or something like that?
Yes,
Yep.
correct. He passed. What do you think this town got its name from?
It's got to be Captain Tumby, right?
Who would be called Captain Tumby? I'll reveal the answer once we're set up.
I have no idea, but just going on the other towns that we've seen, it's been named by someone that's sort of visited the bay, but we'll see. I'll go Captain Tumby.
So in terms of the campsite, you do need to book, but the sites themselves are actually unallocated. So you do need to try and get here as quick as possible at check-in time, which is 2 p.m, and it's check-out the next day, 12 p.m, to get the best spot. And also as well, you're facing the water. Absolutely stunning, guys. No amenities. You do need to be completely self-sustained, but check this out.
Wow, this is beautiful, guys. That. I've always said the coastline in WA Southwest is on another level, but after coming to the Eyre Peninsula, I'm not so sure. Everywhere you go, the landscape's changing, kind of these big rocky outcrops on the beach, big cliffs. It's just stunning. It's so different to what we get in WA. It's been really awesome to see in person. You see photos, but it's when you see it in person, it's quite something. And I don't think it's probably doing it justice on the camera. The squeaky sand as well. So, you know, I've only experienced that in places like Esperance before, but it's exactly the same here. South Australia, hey? Just sitting down for dinner. Got stir fry tonight and this beautiful location. But we just thought we'd share with you. We just had 6PR in Perth reach out to us, and they're going to have an interview with us on Saturday.
Yeah.
Which is really exciting. So thought we'd share that moment with you.
Yeah.
Never done anything like that before on radio, so
yeah,
that'll be
pretty cool.
Really cool. So yeah, obviously you'll be watching this video after the time, so you can go back and have a listen. I'm sure you can find that interview, but yeah, it's a really cool moment. Hello, it's 1 o'clock.
Yep, definitely.
Cheers. And quite a nice day today because a really short drive compared to some of the big ones we've had of
Yeah.
late. I think it was only about an hour, wasn't it, to get here? Just over an hour?
We detoured through Port Lincoln. We had to get a few things. Do you know how it is? Small towns, it's like, oh, we've got a
Supplies.
bigger town. We need to get this, this and this. So
Yeah.
crossed a few things off in
did.
Port Lincoln.
We did. Needed some loo roll. We needed pop into BCF, didn't we? So
Yeah, Kmart,
yep.
just stuff.
I also needed a hard drive because we're doing so much filming on the road compared to normal.
Yeah.
And
And we're behind now on the videos a bit.
yeah, well, it just catches up. We're doing so much filming and we're using up all of our SD cards. So I'm having to back
Yeah.
things up on hard drives and then go and edit it all. But
Yeah.
yeah, we're loving these little rock up camps. They're just absolutely
Yeah.
stunning,
Yeah.
really good. And we're in Tumby Bay for 2 days. So we're just doing one night here.
Yep.
Then we're going over to a caravan park tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's in town. And
that's
that's
in
right
town,
on the water
yep.
apparently, so you can walk to everything.
Yeah.
This one's Tumby Bay South Camp. $10 a night. It's one of the government campsites, no amenities, but holy moly, like the view is just like
Stunning, isn't it?
Yeah, it just gets better and better each time we go somewhere. It's just crazy. We're losing count of all the beautiful
I
places,
know.
aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, WA is amazing, don't get me wrong, but South Australia, I tell
Yeah.
you, and this is the start to our lap of Australia. I mean,
Yeah.
what have we got in store? That's going to be awesome.
But yeah, it's cooler here today, so it's actually a nice change. That's why we're both in jumpers. We're not complaining, so it's nice after all the hot weather, isn't it?
Yeah, we like the cooler nights. At least you can sleep. On the Nullarbor, it was hot nights, hot days, but you know,
Yeah.
since we've got towards the Eyre Peninsula, everything's cooled down. It's been really, really nice.
I think we probably had a few dart rings under our eyes in those first couple of videos.
Yeah, I
Hopefully you
reckon.
don't notice those.
yeah, we met a nice couple here as well and having a good yarn, and we were talking about how we've been tired and going to bed really late, and they're saying,
Yeah.
oh, they've been chatting to other West Aussies that have been doing laps, and
Yeah.
seems to be a common theme because you know it's 2.5 hours time difference for us, so
Yeah.
we're still adjusting to that. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not going to bed till about midnight each night, and still I'm on Perth time. And
Yeah.
Kate's like, oi, get to bed. You know, we've got to get up
I
early,
know.
and sort of.
Well,
But my
the other
brain's just not
thing-
there.
The other thing though is it's daylight savings. So the sun's not going down till 9 o'clock, so our kids are still awake. They're like, Mum, it's not bedtime yet. So that's why we're going to bed so late, because we still want a bit of a, you know, a bit of time to watch a Netflix show or, you know, just have a conversation or you editing, whatever,
yeah.
you know.
I know. But yeah, we're enjoying it. I think now, a couple of weeks in, we're settling into life on the road a bit more. We're not as, I wouldn't say we're anxious to start with, but you know, you just always looking for the next thing and worried about where you're going to book next and what have you. But we're just kind of taking it in our stride a bit more now.
Yeah.
We do not have anything booked beyond tomorrow night. So
Except
we're-
for Kangaroo Island, 'cause
Yeah.
there's a ferry involved.
we do. But in terms of the
yeah.
next, week and a half, we really
Yeah.
don't know what we're going to do. And that's kind of liberating, isn't it? A little bit. Just,
Yeah, it's cool. Just, you know, taking things sort of fly of the moment, really.
Yeah.
But I mean, the other thing is there's a lot more free camps here and like government sort of campsites where you can just book last minute. I don't think we've ever had the luxury of doing that in WA. Whenever we've tried to book something, you've had to do it in advance. So it's actually quite nice to just go, let's go here today and book that.
There seems to be a lot more free camp options here in South Australia compared
Yeah.
to WA. I don't have the numbers. I'm just going on what we're sensing, you know, checking wiki camps. There's spots everywhere. And, you know, some are book ones, some are rock up. But there
Yeah.
just seems to be a lot. I mean, the Eyre Peninsula is quite a vast area as well. So it does cover
Yeah.
a lot of ground. But yeah, just observation. Maybe we can check the numbers or one of you can let us know the difference.
I guess though, for people that are travelling to WA, just a heads up really, just to be a bit organised. I mean, unless we're just travelling in school holidays and it's just busy, I don't know.
I think that's part of it. Like it is, what's it, Monday today?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we lose track of days when you don't
Caravan
have jobs.
life.
Yeah. So it's a Monday. So, you know, we're booking places obviously during the week and it's the kids and, you know, there's no school holidays at the moment. So, you know, we're getting to these places and they're not packed. So that's good.
Yeah.
And we certainly will need to keep an eye on that as we head into the East
Yeah.
Coast more, that, you know,
Yeah.
the school terms don't align.
I know,
So-
we should really Google that. Mental note for after we stop doing this, write down all the school holiday
Yeah.
dates.
might catch us out. For the moment, we're kind of, just enjoying the spontaneity.
It's
It's been
cool.
good. So, this is kind of us for tonight. We're going to settle into our wine
And have a yarn.
With this nice couple we've met.
Yeah.
I'll drop their Instagram channel above so you can check them out as well. They've been to some cool places and they're going to give us some tips tonight.
And vice versa, us, you know, for them, because I think they're heading to WA, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some stage, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Cool.
Anyway,
See you tomorrow.
guys.
We're bracing ourselves for the longest drive of the strip, aren't we? It's a big one, guys. Check this out. A whole 13 minutes. It's going to be tough. But we got the coffees ready, Red Bulls, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, we've set up here at Tumby Bay Caravan Park and we're going to go for a bit of a drive. Weather is a bit gloomy and it's just starting to rain, but we've only got a day here, so we're going to have a look around. The reason we actually came here was to catch up with Brett and Mel from Svedos Tripping. I've been chatting to Brett for a little while. Thought we'd try connect up on our travels. It was awesome to meet them. They're a lovely couple and family. We had a few laughs and a couple of drinks last night. Did some board games as we always do. So that was nice. They were also traveling with Mark and Clem from our Whittle Adventure. So they've also got a YouTube channel. So yeah, there was 3 YouTube families catching up and it was actually a lot of fun. We paid $54 for a powered site here at Tumby Bay Caravan Park with our G'day Parks membership. It's got all the facilities you would expect from a caravan park. You know, kitchenette, showers, laundry, dump point, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we topped up the water tanks just a one night, so we didn't really do a lot of things around the campsite, but we went for a bit of a drive around Tumby Bay yesterday, had a look at the Muriels, but yeah, we have somewhere further north in mind, a beautiful location. It's a big drive, so we're going to break it up with a free camp tonight. Back in the car now, let's hit the road.
It's pie review time. Nine.
Wow. Okay, why is it a 9? What are you tasting?
It's like pepper mixed with steak, and then the pastry all mixed together. It tastes really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
It looks nice. It smells amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Really strong crosswind coming directly through the van, getting to experience the stability control unit here on the JB Gator X, and yeah, I must say it's quite impressive. With the previous van that we owned, I'll be doing that manually, so using the brake controller if I notice trailer sway. But yeah, the system's just coming into effect and keeping the van nice and level and straight. So I'd say it's quite impressive.
Feel a bit windswept.
Got my hair. Coming to you from the lookout at
Point Gibbon.
Point Gibbon, yep.
Yeah.
Very beautiful stop. We are en route to our campsite, but we've heard good things about this, and we're looking for somewhere to stop for lunch. And there's a little ladder you can walk up.
We've got a viewing platform.
Viewing platform, yeah. Beautiful.
Because it's all cliff face, so you can't go near the cliff edge because it does look unstable.
Yep.
But you can go on the viewing platform and basically see right down.
Beautiful.
Pretty amazed, yeah. But like I was wearing a dress and it went over my head. Like that's how windy it is. It's a bit crazy.
That's why we're in the car. It's
regretting my clothing decisions this morning.
Yeah.
but it's worth it. Worth the wind, but that's why we couldn't stand up there and, you know, take any drone vision or anything or talk.
I was just trying to take a photo on my phone and I was like this, you know, being blown around on the platform. So it's crazy.
Yeah, but beautiful spot. And there is some campgrounds here. We were looking at potentially doing an off-grid camp around here. There's a couple of really good options, but we do need to push forward a bit further than an hour, which is about the drive we've had so far, but it looks great.
This is pretty cool, hey Max? Wow. Look at that. So we've just come through the town of Whyalla, and this is the HMAS Whyalla behind us, which is really, really cool. We believe there are 2 tours a day, but unfortunately we've just arrived about 30 minutes after it closes. But you can still see it from outside. It's pretty cool. Launched 12th of May 1941. We found a beautiful little camp spot here north of Whyalla. Yeah, it's called Black Point. There is another van in there at the moment. The only way to get in is I got to reverse up a little track and go into the spot. So it's going to be a little bit tricky, but
thrilled.
We're going to give it a go. All right, Max, this is a good one. Whoa, we're gonna do some skimming. See if it works.
I got 2! I got 2!
Nice. Is it? Oh, this one. This one. How many times? 1. You got to float really flat, like a side up. 2. 2. Yes, 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5! Oh yes!
Okay, did I pass the reverse test?
Yes, we got in.
We got in. A little bit tricky down the bottom, but you might be able to go in front facing and then reverse in if there was not another person here. But as you can see, we've got someone in front of us. So there's only 2 bays, so it is a little bit tricky, but we got in there. We're going to stay hooked up for the night because tomorrow we're off to the Flinders Ranges. Yes, yay. Very exciting. But I've managed to get the van pretty level with 1 wheel chock, so we should be pretty good for tonight. And then, yeah, we've made some good distance today, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
We have our man made out of rocks. Here we go. Oh, we found another arm.
Prosthetic arm!
Prosthetic, yes, prosthetic. Let's put the prosthetic on. Surgery. Okay, he's got an arm now. Oh. Behind us is Flinders Bay is the area. We did a drive through town on the way through. We were keen to have a look at the HMAS Whyalla, but we just missed the cut-off time for the tours, so it was unfortunate, but we got outside and had a bit of a look, and that looks amazing, so I think that will be certainly worth a visit if you're coming through the area. We got into camp here about 3:30 in the afternoon, and we're all set up. Lucky to get a spot, but as Kate usually does, she does her research, and we had a couple of backup options nearby if this was busy for whatever reason. This is a free camp, so it's a rock up, but there are some paid campsites nearby. We think they're around $10 a night.
Yeah, they seem to be like the SA government ones, which is a lot of we're noticing looking at campsites.
Our visit was pretty short and sweet at Tumby Bay. We just had the 2 nights in the area, but 2 different campsites. So we did the beach campsite in the south,
which was off grid.
Off grid, yeah. And then we had 1 night at the caravan park where we were catching up with some friends. That was really nice.
Yeah.
But we thought, like we did with Coffin Bay, we'd give you a couple of little stats on just Tumby Bay town itself.
Yeah, we were just curious, how many people live there all the time. So the census in 2021, there was almost 3,000 residents, so 2,800.
Yep.
So bigger town than Coffin Bay,
Yeah.
which was predominantly retirees, and it was more a holiday sort of area,
Yes.
which I understand because it was so pretty. I would holiday there.
It's got a good bakery.
Yes, yeah, very, very good bakery. Everybody was raving about it, so we thought we must give that a go. So the bay was explored by Captain Matthew Flinders in 1802, and it was named Tumby, and it wasn't actually officially Tumby Bay until 1984, which is quite interesting.
There you go.
So not sure how the name came about.
Maybe you guys know why did it become Tumby, but
Yeah,
interesting. Because a lot of the places we've been looking at, they're named after someone, or someone that person knows has named it. So,
I think that was the same person that discovered Coffin Bay as well.
Yeah.
It's the same name from memory.
The other thing the town is renowned for is its murals. So we got a couple of photos by there was some in the main street area, but Kate was saying apparently there's like 20 or around that sort of number.
The curiosity got the better of me, and I had to Google it, and apparently there's about 20. So the kids had fun looking for them while we were driving around, because we went for a bit of a recce yesterday and just have a nosy. So we got maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But there's apparently up to 20, and they're quite beautiful as well.
Tomorrow we're super excited because we're heading into the Flinders Ranges, so can't wait to share that one with you. All right, so where have you brought us this morning, Kate?
Oh, you haven't given me time to check.
Yeah, we're towing until. How many do you reckon?
4.